everyone, welcome back to another video. We are picking up where we left off here with a realm reborn. So we are just outside the church and we've had a pretty rough time. We arrived back at the Waking Sands to find everyone else dead. So we're pretty much on our own again. Alright, so this is one of the side quests we have to do with a little elbow grease. Aw, just my luck. I salvaged this here oven thinking I could use it to make myself hot meals, but it looks to be in a bad way. Lots of dents, a few holes even. Hey, you're pretty well traveled, aren't ye? Ever seen one of these before? Or better yet, know how to fix it? No? Bah. Wait, I know who we ought to ask. Mind showing this oven to Marques for me? He repaired a clockwork toy I found once, so maybe he can do something with it. Is there something I can do for you? What appears to be the pitiful remains of distilling equipment used by alchemists to work their magic. This is an alchemist's almanac. You say the boy wishes to use it for cooking? I suppose it would be possible, were I to make some modifications, a bronze ornamental hammer to do so. Can you bring me one, Claire? You need only go as far as Camp Drybone to find a merchant who sells the tools. Okay, you can't take it with you. As a personal request to make of you. Excuse me, Claire, do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horologe which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There is something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Udall in my stead to obtain a bull-point chisel and a pair of needle-nosed pincers. If you are willing to do this, please note that, as they are uncommon tools, you may need to visit the Goldsmiths Guild and browse the markets in order to find them. So many tragedies have befallen us in recent years. The calamity, primals. Alas, it is only within our power to shepherd the souls of the fallen and pray they find peace in Thal's realm. Alright, so we'll head straight off to Udall now. So these are just kind of side quests that we're doing. I think that they just put these in to kind of keep us distracted, and then they pull us right back into like the bad news. I mean, right now she's probably safest in like a crowded city, especially since the Garleans have made it quite clear they're after her. Alright, so we have to obtain the tools. We can get one of them at the marketplace. And I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember to use the aetherite shards. You'd think I would know that by now. So I think one of these guys has it. Oh, he does. Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning... My word, did you say needle-nosed pincers? You must be a skilled craftsman indeed. Please take this pair as a gift. By the by, do you have representation here in the exchange? If not, I would be most interested in discussing a partnership. Yeah, too bad that they're not for us, buddy. Alright, so the next piece should be in the Goldsmiths Guild. There. A ballpoint chisel? Why, yes, we happen to have a surplus of that particular tool. By all means, take one if you so desire. And on request, if you don't mind me saying, has a very limited number of appliances. It has a very limited number of applications. Alright, we're heading back out there. And see what Marques can do about this new toy. Oh boy, it's storming out here. I get turned around in this place. I don't know why I get so turned around. And I almost forgot the last tool. Supposed to be here. Deliver the bronze ornamental hammer. It's gotta be around here. Okay, I just remembered that it was a tool that we were looking for, so it should be right here. Okay, we found it. Oh, that was annoying. Alright, well, we got the tools that we need. Let's go hand them in and see where else we go after this. I can convert the ambiac into a makeshift oven, but only once you brought me that hammer. Okay? Thank you, Claire. It shall take more than a day, I believe. It's strange. I know I must have learned these skills long ago, but I haven't the foggiest when or where it was. I'll take the belt. Have you brought the tools I requested? Unlike carpenter's chisels, which have flat heads, the ballpoint chisel has a pointed one that is used by experts goldsmiths to perforate soft metals. This tool is often employed by goldsmiths or clockwork engineers to size and manipulate minuscule pieces of wire. Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I prepared the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. Pardon me, Claire. This was a mistake. Please give the horolage to Sister Elund. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it best that it be returned to him. If there is anything I can do, please ask. Good day to you, madam. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? By some matter of clockwork wizardry, this strange contraption can precisely measure and follow the 24 bells in a single turn of the sun. Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time? Mayhap they are more common in Garleans. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marques said that it belonged to the deceased? Oh dear, you don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But, mayhap more importantly, how did Marques manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. A tall drink of Aqua del Sol. Ilkum would like to offer succor to the priest at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Excuse me, miss. You don't know me, but I've observed you assisting the priests with their work. I too would like to offer what succor I can. Since tending the lynch yard in this heat can quickly sap one's energies, perhaps a restorative drink made to combat fatigue would be ideal. Of course! Aqua del Sol! That would surely do the trick. To make it, I would need a freshly cut basil del Sol. I'm not the skilled at arms to slay a wild sabotendo del Sol, but you do, so... You need only go as far as the spring east of Camp Drybone. The beasts are often sighted in that facility. If you brought me one of their arms, I could make enough Aqua del Sol for everyone. I swear sometimes it just feels like they're making up names. Just making up words and just sticking it in there. It's like, it's okay, it's a Final Fantasy game. No one will notice. That would explain a lot of the Rogaden names, if you ask me. Just take random letters and put them together, and there you go. Though, to be honest, I don't think we need to worry about the priests getting hot in this weather. I'm sure they're enjoying the storm. You know, I don't know why people would want to drink something from a cactus, because I think that a lot of cacti can actually be used, like, to create hallucinative drugs. So, maybe not the best idea to drink this, if you ask me. Have you considered my request, Claire? The arm of a sabotender del Sol. The fleshy interior holds a surprising amount of fresh, drinkable water. I never imagined that you would return so quickly. Thank you so much. It's an incredibly simple beverage to prepare, if you wait but one moment. There, that should serve as a sample of... Wait, don't drink it! I mean, I was hoping you might give the first glass to Marques on my behalf. Of course I intend to provide everyone with a glass eventually. It's just that Marques is so... Well, surely you notice what a handsome man he is. That's funny. Marques has an admirer. Oh, Claire, what is it? Literally meaning water of the sun, Aqua del Sol was originally brought back by expeditions to the New Worlds far across the Indigo Deep. Not long after, Eorzeans began making their own variations of the drink from the Sabotiniers and Cactors of Thanalan. For me? I thank you. Was it perhaps the girl who... No, it couldn't have been her. I appreciate Ilkum's kind gesture, but Father Eluid is in far greater need of this juice. His work places great strain on his body and soul, yet he continues to neglect his health. Okay, what chores do you have us doing now? Bringing out the dead. Sister Eluned is staring at you with great sadness in her eyes. I recognize you now, Claire. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who have lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the waking sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. Well, thanks to bringing us down. I guess those first few quests were kind of us earning our keep, but I don't know. They kind of felt kind of pointless there. So we gotta go back and move bodies. You know, I could never do that as a profession, you know, just looking at a dead body. That would freak me out. I can't look at dead things. I really cannot. I don't mind them in like movies or video games here because I know they're not real. But something that was real, that was alive, and it's now just like a soulless lump of flesh, that would freak me the hell out. I don't think I could ever sleep again. And I apologize if I'm taking a very grim turn here. I don't know why. We'll let the matter go. Let the matter go. Eh? You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lynch yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. It was the stuff of nightmares, I tell ye. God's damn Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks, and I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, ain't I seen you around here afore? Or do you just have one of them faces? Nah, never mind. Any road, there's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lynch yard, out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as how I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I have a mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folks are starting to turn. Well, that was cruel. Oh no. I recognize these guys. I did like it. We ran right through the guy and he looked down and was like, what the hell just happened? What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss him in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. How you were able to lift the stiff scion of the Seventh Dawn's corpse into your bag is a mystery best left unsolved. Oh, did they really have to put it like that? Well, ain't you a strong one? 4 in 1 trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest, then. You'd think these guys would be a little bit more sympathetic. Oh, just look. They're just piled on top of each other. That seems so disrespectful. The sun has come out. No. Oh, I'm so sad about Norexia. Wasn't she supposed to have a bodyguard? What happened? Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. The sylph's peaceful expression belies the fact she no longer lives. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the lynch yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. Oh. Oh, that's horrible. That's just horrible. I see you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so, you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect, and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. The Warden works in mysterious ways. Sister Elude has some difficult news to share with you. There is one thing I regret to inform you. Though we wish to inter your comrades on church grounds, the number of fallen scions far exceeds our estimates. After discussing the matter with Father Elude, we have concluded that we have no choice but to bury the dead in the same plots as those who perished in the calamity. Please forgive us. We do not wish to dishonor the memory of the fallen, but as caretakers of the lynch yard, these are realities we must face. Claire, what befell your order was an unforgivable crime. If you would have these villains brought to justice, consider making a pilgrimage to the mark of the Warden. Though I do not follow the teachings of Azima, it is said that to offer prayers before her mark is to invoke her divine judgment. Regardless of your faith, mayhap it would be worth the effort. If I remember correctly, Azima is the keeper of the sun and the goddess of inquiry, If I remember correctly, Azima is the warden. She's the keeper of the sun and the goddess of inquiry. Her symbol is definitely the symbol of the sun, and it's kind of like... I guess you could think of her as like the goddess of justice, I suppose. So people pray to her whenever something is wrong to them. So they kind of pray to her whenever like a great wrong was done to them, and they ask her to kind of bring justice about those who hurt them. It's so nice to move around here without worrying about being attacked. Yep, there it is. As you kneel before the mark of the warden in a moment of quiet solitude, you breathe deep of the dry desert air. The roar of the rushing waters is punctuated by the faint chirping of Violkid and the shrill cries of a hawk. The gods, however, remain silent. Of course they do. They can't tell us everything. That'd be far too easy. Right, this whole chapter is just kind of depressing me, so I think that we'll call it... We'll call it an end there soon. You have honored the dead with your pilgrimage, Claire. Even if Azima did not hear your prayers, I believe that they provided comfort to your fallen brethren. Remember that although the body is but a vessel that must one day be surrendered to the life stream, our souls shall endure, and the righteous shall find solace in Thal's realm. Bury me not on the lone prairie. Sister Elude wishes to discuss one of the scions who perished at the Waking Sands. No! Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one with whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. Oh, this is not going to be pleasant to break the news to. It's never fun being the bearer of bad news. I will say that. It is never fun. This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? Okay. Noraxia? But this one does not understand. Camuxio, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One! Awful news! Walking One has returned to Little Solace? But why? These ones have not requested further aid. Noraxia? How did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. So, not only Noraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Noraxia! Noraxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Noraxia at the end. Tell this one that Noraxia was brave. Tell this one Noraxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Noraxia home, Walking One. These ones will also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance! Imperial ones must pay! Imperial ones must suffer! When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Noraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight! Oh, I love Kumuxio. I really do. We got off on the wrong foot with him, but I think he's really warmed up to us, and I kind of have a soft spot for him now. Okay, so let's head on back. We thank you for your service to the church and to the sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence, we interred the remaining scions in the lynch yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you you've already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Claire. Okay. So, looks like we have to head inside and find out what is waiting for us next. Alright, so I think we can do one more quest and we'll call it there. Alright, so the quest is called Eyes on Me. Marques believes he is being watched. I'm not imagining it, Claire. I know I'm being watched. No, not the girl. I know about her. No, this is different. Sinister. It is as if I am under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when I last ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Okay, but only because it's you. Okay, but only because it's you, Marques. Wonder why this specific grave. You are being watched. Ooh. Well, I've been looking for a way to get back at you guys. Why can't we learn haste? Seriously, I think that would be a cool ability to have. Well, good news for Marques is that he's not being paranoid for no reason. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please, allow me a moment alone. Wait, Father Eluid must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend! That such a thing would happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possession? Imperial short sword, a standard-issued blade for all Garlean infantry. This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marques was... Make haste for Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
Cid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you? Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, Therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Cid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Cid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
Well, what are the odds of that? I mean, how did Alphinaud know where to look for him? The Enterprise. I've heard that name before, but where? Whilst you were catering to the company of buffoons' every whim, I was gathering information on our feathered foe. As a result, I was not present when the Garleans came. I suppose we should be grateful for our good fortune, though it matters little should Garuda grow powerful enough to bring Eorzea to heel. Alright, well, I think that's a good place to end it for right now. I just want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and you will be joining me next time as we begin our hunt for the Enterprise. Well, until next time, everyone, take care and have a good rest of your day. Bye!